Hi everyone, welcome to B30 Codes. Today in this video tutorial, I would quickly like to go through the topic of REST APIs. So let's begin. If you and your friend want to discuss some ideas, you definitely need some language. Similarly, if you want a computer program to communicate with another computer program, it needs some set of rules, and those rules are called as an API, that is Application Programming Interface. Since as languages can be of various types like English, Japanese, Hindi, APIs can also be of different types. REST APIs, SOAP APIs, and many more. Okay, let's take an example of English language. English language consists of various alphabets, and these alphabets together form words. The rules provided by English language, if applied, can form a meaningful sentence. Okay, so if I say that Jack reads a book, so what a person can understand is that Jack is going through the book. Similarly, as we took an example of English as a language, we are also going to take REST as an API. What REST is, it's just a concept like English. It gives rules that enable two computer programs to communicate with each other. Okay, so REST also has certain words like get, put, post, and delete. So what are these keywords? These are actually requests that a computer program sends to another computer program and share some data. Okay, now open youtube.com. Let's search for Donald Duck. Look, what it did is the youtube.com present on web browser sends a get request to the server. Okay, now the server receives the request and responds with the data. Data means the videos which are being loaded. Okay, so now a get request is being performed. So what get does is it informs the server that clients need some data. Okay, so the server responds back with that data. Similarly, there are other requests like post request. What post does it adds new data to the server. It's not getting the data, it's actually posting the data, it's sending the data, new data. So if you want to fill a form and want the data to be added in the backend, in the tables, so what you can do, you can send a post request to the server. Similarly, there exists a put request which is used to update the data, and a delete request which is going to delete a particular element in the database. So we discussed about get request, put request, post request, and delete request. But how a computer program knows that where it is sending these requests to? It actually uses URLs, like normal URLs, like you visit www.google.com, wikipedia.org. Similarly, there are also specific URLs like api.example.com. So what it does, it acts like a medium to the server in order to communicate with the client. So if I say get and space the URLs, it actually sends the request to the server and responds back with some data. Okay, and this URL is also known as an endpoint, which is just a fancy name, nothing else. So we discussed about REST APIs and the methods described in REST APIs, that is get, post, put, and delete. But we left one thing, that is in what form the data is being sent and received. The data is being sent and received in the form of JSON. JSON is nothing but a key value pair form of data, which is very much easy to map content on a web page. What I mean by it, suppose I want to get the list of users, I'll do a get request to users endpoint, and the server will send me the list of users in the form of JSON, and I can quickly show it on a web page. So that is why REST APIs are very much useful in React and many more other applications, and that's how you can quickly communicate with the server and fetch data from it. And if you want to test more of these APIs, you can download a Postman software which is very much useful for testing these APIs. So we went through APIs, the 4 methods it follows, and the type of data which it sends and receives, as well as the application from where it can be tested. So remember one thing, this API term looks very technical, but actually at the end it's just an URL. There just exists a URL, and what you're doing, you are communicating with the server and getting some data and storing it in some variable or showing it or doing whatever. There's nothing much typical about it. You can learn it very easily, and that's it for this video. I hope you like this video. Thank you for watching. We'll see you around.